Different parts of the Airbus aircraft are transported in this cargo plane called Beluga. But when it comes to the world's largest passenger plane, the Airbus A380, it is impossible to transport its giant parts with the help of any airplane, because there has never been a cargo plane that could fit this palace-like aircraft inside itself. So how are the parts of the A380 made all over Europe transported to the assembly unit of the Airbus? Dear viewers, Airbus is a European aircraft manufacturing company which makes 1,000 aircrafts every year and delivers them to airlines all over the world. If you calculate, it makes 3 new aircrafts per day. More or less, Airbus has to make 3 new aircrafts every day, which is an unbelievable challenge. How are these aircrafts made is a different story. But how are the different parts of these aircrafts, which are made in every corner of Europe, transported to the city of Toulouse, France, where the main assembly unit of Airbus is present? The logistics system of Airbus connects oceans, rivers, land, and sky, forming one of the most complex transport networks in the world. Its parts are made in different European countries and then assembled in one place to form a large, beautiful aircraft. This is not an ordinary task. Rather, it is the result of an unprecedented engineering and logistics planning of many decades. In the 1960s, major European countries such as France, Germany, Spain, and the UK saw a new dream, competing with American aircraft manufacturer Boeing. Their goal was to form an alliance that could make large commercial airplanes. But this partnership had a major problem. Airbus's 11 production sites are spread out in different European countries. Each site has its own special expertise, and a specific section is prepared everywhere. For example, tail sections are made in Hamburg, Germany, central compartment and nose section in Saint-Nazaire, France, wings in Broughton, England, while in Cardiff, Spain, there is a factory for making tail. When different parts of the aircraft are prepared in all these factories, a new challenge begins. Because the parts are as large as a football field, are sent to the city of Toulouse, France, where the main assembly unit of Airbus is present. Initially, when the demand for Airbus aircraft was low, they used trucks and ships. This was a slow process, and it took months to deliver parts. But as demand increased, the wait for months became an obstacle in the company's growth, especially when they had to prepare 3 aircrafts every day. To solve this problem, Airbus came up with a new and brilliant solution. A whale is found in the Arctic Ocean whose voice sounds like a song. This whale is called the beluga whale. In 1994, Airbus was inspired by the shape of this whale and made a new plane, and it was named Beluga. The purpose of this plane was only to transport large and heavy parts of the aircraft. Beluga has those features that are not found in a normal cargo plane. If we talk about its size and capacity, then Beluga is 56 meters or 184 feet long. That is longer than the full length of an Olympic swimming pool. Its height is 17 meters or 56 feet, which makes it as high as a 7-story building. The cargo space inside it is so large that 120 Ford F-150 trucks can easily fit inside it. If we talk about the loading system, then the most special thing about it is its nose section, which rises up like a bonnet of a car. Because of this, the loading and unloading of the parts of the aircraft becomes very easy. An Airbus A350 wing pair, which is 32 meters long, fits easily in the Beluga's fuselage. The price of this one pair of wings is 40 million euros, which is about 48 million US dollars. Therefore, even if a little damage occurs during loading, it can cause a loss of millions. For this reason, extreme caution is taken at every step to protect it. If we talk about the speed, then the parts, ships, or trucks that used to reach Toulouse in many months, now Beluga delivers the same parts from one European side to the other in just 2 hours. Due to this rapid acceleration, there is no obstacle in the assembly line of the Airbus. After this success in 2014, Airbus also made an even better version of Beluga, which was named Beluga XL. It has the ability to carry even more parts and large components. Everything was going well up to this point. But then, in 2004, the world's largest passenger plane, Airbus A380, was launched. Its fuselage is 8.4 meters high, and the wing's width is up to 16 meters near the fuselage. Now, the problem was that Beluga XL, whose cargo compartment height is 7.5 meters, neither the fuselage of Airbus A380 can fit in it, nor its wings. And let me also tell you that the fuselage, which is like a cylinder, is easy to make and assemble in different sections, while the wings are made in one piece, because it also has a fuel tank and hydraulic lines. And most of the stress is on the wings. That's why it is made in one piece, so that there is no leakage in the structural weakness and fuel tank. To send this new A380's components from different parts of Europe to Toulouse, Airbus first considered making Beluga XXL. But there were a lot of problems here. First, they had to redesign Beluga again, and the engine capacity also had to be increased, which would have cost billions of euros. While Airbus A380 is so big that not every airline can operate it, because of which its demand was very low. So just to transport some aircraft, Airbus dropped the idea of Beluga XXL. Now Airbus had to find a new way. Now here begins the story of the super convoy passing through land, sea, and ocean. Airbus especially made roll-on, roll-off ships so that large and heavy parts can be transported easily. In this, the parts are loaded and unloaded by driving with the help of wheels. That's why they are called roll-on, roll-off, or ro-ro ships. One of the ships in this is called City of Hamburg, which is 126 meters long and 20 meters wide, and its cargo space is 5 times more than Beluga XL. From the Hamburg port of Germany, large sections of Airbus go directly into the ship on rolling platforms. In this way, there is no need for cranes. This ship travels 1,600 kilometers from Hamburg in Germany to Saint-Nazaire port in France. This journey is not easy because it is very common to have storms in the North Sea and high waves up to 5 meters. And imagine if the $48 million wings are slightly damaged due to the movement in the sea, then the company has to rebuild the entire wing. That's why the captain and crew of the ship check the cargo chains every 4 hours, and a camera keeps an eye on the cargo 24/7 so that there is no chance of any kind of damage. After reaching Saint-Nazaire port in France, there is a stopover, and then the parts are removed from there and loaded on these specially designed barges. These barges take the parts to the French city of Bordeaux on the way to the Garonne River. And here comes the biggest challenge, because there is a Pont de Pierre bridge in the Garonne River, whose arches are quite small. This 500-meter-long bridge was constructed in the year 1810, whose arches are not exactly of the same size. Out of these, only arch number 9 is 19 meters wide from where the barges can pass, but there is only a few inches of gap on both sides. The problem of width has been solved, but the height of the arches depends on the level of water. This part of the Garonne River is 60 kilometers away from the Atlantic Ocean, but the water level still depends on the ocean tides. In normal conditions, the water level here is high, and it is not possible for the barges to pass through these arches. But every 12 hours, the captain has only a 3-minute window of opportunity when the tide is low. If they miss this opportunity, then the entire convoy stops for 12 hours, and the entire schedule of the Airbus is delayed. Adjustable platforms were installed in the barges to solve this problem so that they did not have any difficulty in passing through the arches even during low tide. This was a small part of the logistics, but it was of great importance. So far, you have learned about the journey of the sea and river. Now let's move on to the land journey, because Toulouse is still 250 kilometers away from Bordeaux. This journey starts with a 50-meter-long super truck. Each truck has an engine of 650 horsepower and 96 wheels. The parts of the Airbus are transported to the assembly unit of Toulouse in these super trucks. But this is no less than a challenge. Due to the low traffic on the roads, the entire convoy is driven only at night. At night, the roads of the highways and cities are closed. A team of 40 people, including police, escort cars, and engineers, is with the convoy. The most challenging part of this convoy is to pass through the roundabouts and narrow corners of these small cities. A wing, which is hanging from the back of the truck for 15 meters, is only a few centimeters away from the lampposts, trees, and roofs. Finally, when these parts reach the assembly unit of Toulouse, they are assembled within a few hours due to the high-tech systems here. The A380, which is the world's largest passenger plane, uses more than 19,000 rivets to attach its fuselage, and more than 4,000 rivets are used to attach the wings to the fuselage. After engines, electronics, interiors, and paint, the aircraft is now ready for delivery. It takes about 9 months to complete an A380, that is, to make its different parts, its transportation, and assembly. So far, only 251 units of the Airbus A380 have been made because not every airline can operate it. Surprisingly, 50% of these units are with the Emirates Airlines alone. In this aircraft, 850 passengers can travel together. Its takeoff weight is about 575,000 kilograms. That is as much as the combined weight of 300 SUVs. The price of an A380 is $445 million. At this price, 5 aircraft such as Boeing 737 can be purchased. The next time you travel in an Airbus, you will definitely know how passionately this aircraft was made through teamwork, and then how it was transported by playing with dangers,